I would probably stop immigration at this point. Yes.
Oof.
Yeah. And it's the fact that that sounds extreme really tells us a lot about the position we've come to, right? Because it's totally unusual to have immigration. Most countries don't have immigration.
Is that right?
Yeah, because nobody wants to go there. Right? I mean, like, how many immigrants do you think Uganda takes every year?
Well, I couldn't say. I know in Argentina, loads of Bolivians are going in, Venezuelans are all going in there, but I guess Argentina...
Okay, well, how many people are immigrating to Bolivia?
Maybe Paraguayans. I really don't know.
But the point is, most countries aren't actually a lodestone for mass immigration, right? It's actually not normal to get millions of people every year, 1.4 million this year, 1.3 million last year, 1.2 million before Conservative government. It's actually not normal to have this kind of mass movement of people. And it's in unusual cases like the United States or Britain or Europe where this happens. Most countries are actually kind of static when it comes to their population because usually there's no incentive to go there, right? But we're in this unusual position where we've had this for 25 years. And so now a quarter of England and Wales are foreign born. And it's like, right, okay, this was not how things should have gone. The infrastructure we're using was built in the 70s and the 80s when the population of the entire country was something like 55 million, 56 million. And the population now is probably over 70 million. Although the census says 69 million, there are going to be lots of people who aren't counted.
Census just has a sense of humour, dirty one.
Oh, yeah. And so this is why everything is failing, right? Everything costs a fortune. The NHS will never not be funded. Like the constant refrain with the NHS is, oh, the Tories are not, cutting the funding of the NHS. It's like, no, you can look at the NHS funding. It's this constant upward graph. The problem is when you bring in millions of people every year, a million, well, the burden on the free at point of service health service just keeps going up. And so there's no end to this. And then you go, okay, why aren't the house prices going down? There's got to be a collapse in the housing market. No, because there's constant demand. You're bringing in more and more people. So there's never a point at which that can go down because these people need to live in houses, obviously. And then the job market, why aren't people's wages going up? Well, because there's no incentive to hire you who wants a higher wage over someone who's content with a lower wage. And so these things all add up. And so after 25 years and after, I think it's about 15 million people who are here now who weren't here 20 years ago, that just has to stop because it's destroying the country. And that's not even to speak of the cultural displacement of the native peoples of the British Isles or anything like that. That is purely to speak on an economic level. The country is being destroyed by mass immigration.
There's that argument. Did you ever see that Kelly Osbourne, Sharon Osbourne's daughter?
I did. Who's going to...
Yeah. But the thing about that is, she said that, and it came out not how she wanted to say it. Yeah, what was it?
Who's going to clean our toilets? Who's going to clean our toilets? Yeah, and there was a woman on Question Time who said, "Who's going to serve our coffee at Pret?" It's like teenagers.
That's great, but okay. I thought when she said that, I felt a bit bad for her because she obviously didn't mean it that way.
Yeah,
I felt like the others rounded on her, and the bad thing there was like the hypocrisy is like, but they're all thinking it because they are super rich, Hollywood, whatever, who are just thinking, I want people to come in so they can clean my toilets. Yeah. And they rounded on Kelly Osbourne, who didn't really mean what she had said.
She just blurted it out.
Yeah, I felt a bit bad for her. And it's that thing of like, oh, no, honey, you said the wrong thing. Yeah. All this stuff. And they are thinking it. However, there is a bit of like people born here who have had generations to build up and build up after generations of being in this country don't want to be doing those jobs that might seem ambitious to somebody who is born in a very difficult circumstance somewhere else. Is there not, I know you're saying teenagers, but teenagers are just, I don't know, they're born in such a world that I don't see them doing those jobs.
Well, that's only because we've allowed it to happen. I mean, when I was a teenager, you got a job in a bar or a Pret or,
a bar or a Pret. Toilets.
Yeah, I've cleaned toilets. Like these are jobs that you're supposed to do when you're young, because they don't pay very well. They're not brilliantly paying. They're not meant to be careers, right? But we're turning them into careers, and this is not good. And we deprive people of a kind of life experience, right? Because okay, I don't want to do that. Yeah, but you're 17 and you want some money to go out partying on Saturday. What are you going to do? You know, it's like, well, I'll just go out. I won't go out. It's like, no, you're just going to okay, fine, I'll get the job, I'll get the money, then I'll go out and have a good time with my friends. And that'll be a learning experience. Then you go off to university and you get a career, whatever. You know, but these shouldn't be career options. Well, these never were.
Did you clean toilets then?
I did. I used to live in Newquay. And for £3.25 an hour, because minimum wage didn't exist at that time.
How old are you?
44.
Huh. Well, there you go. How old were you cleaning the toilets?
19.
How did you find it?
It was all right.
Was it all right?
It wasn't that bad. I mean, you've got...
I know I don't keep mentioning cultural references,
No.
but have you seen the thick of it? Do you ever clean your mum's piss or whatever? There's a Welsh woman who's having a go at this the MP, and she just goes up to him. Have you ever had to clean your mum's piss? Do you know what it's like? And he was going, well, it doesn't seem that bad, does it? I don't know.
I mean, you've got rubber gloves, you've got, you know, cleaning tools and stuff like that. It's not like I had to do it with my bare hands or something. You know, it's not the end of the world.
No, and yet you chose to.
Well, yeah, I wanted the money. I wanted the money so I could go out to the bars.
Yeah,
you know? And my parents were like, "Get a job." And I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll get a job." You know, it's not like the end of the world, and it teaches you character.
Yeah, I worked at kids' camps, looked after kids and things. Hated it.
Yeah,
I actually hated it because it reminded me of death. Because I was reaching that age of like 17, 18 when you're all melodramatic.
Yeah,
and every year the kids stay the same age and you're old and further away from that. And
so you felt that you were dying.
Yeah.
I never felt like I was dying at 17.
What about now?
No.
You don't think about that?
No, not really.
You're up at 3 a.m. You're not thinking about that?
No. Got too much on.
That's the trick.
Yeah.
When I'm really busy, I'm happier.
Yeah.
If I'm not busy, those thoughts are back in the head.
See, 17-year-olds were busy cleaning piss in nightclub toilets. So they wouldn't even be thinking about death.
Whereas I'm sitting there like building a rocket with a kid just going, oh God, I was once this and now look at me. And it's how long left have I got? 30 years, 40 years and I'll be dead.